Hi, everybody. I thought I'd make this a serious night tonight in lieu of all the things that are going on in this world. You know, we gotta stop the kidding around, stop the joking and the name calling, and just be serious for once. And one of the things that I want to talk about today is I finally got my results from DNA USA because I was curious. Everyone was making fun of me, calling me a non-normie player character. I ain't a player and I ain't no character. Well, I am 1/32nd PC, non-PC, NPC. That means I am not a player. I am not a character. You can call me all you want, but I am an NPC. You know, it doesn't matter what tribe of NPC I'm in. You know, they can have their own type of tribe. But to me, it's all about the family history. It's all about what my background is, really. So, stop calling me player. Stop calling me a character. Look, this right here. That's all it needs. That's all it needs to be said. All right. People can come on in, talk about anything that they want. It's on topic tonight. I just kind of had to get this out of my chest. You know, I don't know what's wrong with people. When I say I am something, I am something, you know? Can't just be calling people names and stuff like that. That's just not right. Like, I proved it to you. 1/32nd NPC. I mean, if that's not proof enough, you know, you're just gonna have to go back and study science. Well, I had something I was gonna say, you know, something more lighthearted, just kind of like, you know, what this world is and what it's about. Hey, independent outsider, how you doing, Dave? Hello? Are you another player character? Oh, there you are. How you doing? You want to test out your mic? I hear something. Hi, Eric. Psh, I am not a player. Oh, you got no audio? What's the whole point of coming on here and talking on Zoom? It's not like anyone could see you chat. I'm telling you, look, it's official. It's, you know, I hope they pass legislation where they actually have a checkbox, whether you are a player or a character. You know, just kind of like whether you're Asian, white, black, Native American, whatever. They need to have that for PCs and NPCs. How you doing, Ryan? All right, let's just all come on Zoom and not talk.
Good man.
Oh, there you are. Oh, is my mic not working? What are you eating?
Yeah, now I can hear you. I'm eating breakfast cereal. It's called Milo.
Nestle and a cereal? Oh my gosh, that's just... You're gonna die. That's worse than cigarettes. But that does look good, though. I never even seen that before.
No, it's an Australian thing. It's not a. Yeah, it's Milo's Australian.
What does it taste like? Like Cocoa Krispies or something?
Yeah, it's malted something, and it's got a ton of sugar in it. And then when you add milk, it doesn't actually dissolve into the milk.
Oh, I
It
like that
stays-
part because then it turns to milk chocolate. I like chocolate milk.
And then you eat the Milo off the top with a little bit of milk in it, and then by the time you've eaten all the Milo, it's a little bit chocolatey. It's not 100% chocolatey, so it comes sort of like Ovaltine, but a little bit grainier.
Why would you want to eat that?
Oh, it tastes fucking great. I'll send you some.
You know, as a guy,
Give me your address, and I'll send you some Australian food.
okay. Just make sure it's 1/32 Australian food. Otherwise,
What's that mean?
Do you even know what the title of this show is called?
The results are in. I am 1/32 NPC. So you're taking the piss out of Elizabeth Warren.
Oh, finally, you read the top. Don't you like read the topic?
Yeah, it
before
usually says
joining
open.
Zoom.
Usually it says open topic with Ebon, and then I come in and I just talk about what I want to talk about.
Oh, son of a gun.
What a fucking idiot Elizabeth Warren is.
I don't know. You're Australian. I didn't know you'd know like
Hey,
senators from Massachusetts.
I'm one half Australian, one half Ukrainian. So
Well, that doesn't mean anything.
yeah, it does.
What does that mean?
That I'm not fully Australian.
All right. See, that means
I can apply. I can apply for a Ukrainian passport.
that makes
Like
sense.
you'd be able to apply for a Korean passport.
No, I'm not 1/32 Korean.
Oh, okay. Is she really claiming she's 1/32? Or are you just making shit up?
No, that's her DNA test came in.
She's 1/32 Native American.
Yes, she is. Don't look on your face.
But see, we have that. We have the same. We have the same situation here, though, man. Where it doesn't matter how far back it goes, as long as you've got Indigenous heritage, you're Indigenous Australian. So, I mean, your Indigenous lineage could go back to the first fleet, when the first fleet came out in 1788, and you could have your ancestor could have been the first mixed bred baby, and then from then on be all white, but you would still be considered Indigenous. So
is that what you would check? If you're like 1/32 in your like ethnicity.
Yep, and then because when you do paperwork of any sorts, like going for social security or welfare or medical checks or anything like that, they always ask, are you Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander? And it's always there. It's like the 5th or 6th question, 7th question on the list after your name, date of birth, address, and all that type of stuff. So yeah.
Huh. So
Because
I could do that here.
So the gap, because the gap between Indigenous Australians, well, they don't even like being called Indigenous Australians because to them it's not Australia, but the gap between Indigenous people and the average Australian person, not saying that Indigenous people aren't average, but it's like 30 years life expectancy. Whites live to 80 and Indigenous live to about 50.
Well, it's because they eat a lot of Milo snacks.
Milo cereal. Man. Well, in their DNA, they can't handle sugar. They can't handle alcohol.
If they stayed away from Milo, they'd be living up to like 75.
Nah, it's alcohol, man. Yeah. It's alcohol. See, we don't have reservations of such, but we do have like native tidal lands out there. But in some towns in the outback, they're dry towns. There's no alcohol there at all. You're not allowed to bring it in. It's like prohibition. You're not allowed to bring it in. All that type of stuff. So, yeah, it's hardcore up there. No alcohol, no drugs. There's no doctors. No one wants to go and work out there. It's messed up, dude.
No one wants to work up there because there's no drugs and alcohol.
Yeah, but it's not just that. It's just, I mean, it's sort of like you put people in abject poverty, and you wonder why they behave the way they do. You know, it's like they stealing cars and robbing houses, and it's ironic thing is they're all poor, but but some of them steal from each other. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make any sense. I'm not going to say they all steal. I'm not going to say they all commit crime, because that's not true. It's only a small percentage.
Yeah, 1/32 of a percentage.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, even if you look at there's a statistic that came out. I think it's young men, young teenagers in the Northern Territory that are in prison, that are incarcerated, are all Indigenous. There's not one white kid in prison in the Northern Territory. They all got some sort of Indigenous ancestry. So it sort of tells you the difference between standards of living. And Australia's got such a long way to go. And I keep saying this, and I said it to my friend I spoke to today who lives in Washington. We live in two of the richest countries the planet has ever seen. And we've got people living in abject poverty.
Well, you know, all you have to do is model yourself after the United States, and you guys will be set.
We do. That's just it. We do.
You guys aren't doing it right. It's all about execution. I mean,
it's all about trickle-down economics.
No, it's about execution. You know, instead of sending them in prison, you just have the death penalty. That's the way to do it.
Oh no, we don't have that.
Oh, see, that's why you guys aren't doing it right.
Yeah, no, we don't believe in a death penalty.
If you guys were more like Texas, you guys would be like gold.
Yeah,
Black gold.
Yeah, we'd be set. Yeah. We'd be set.
Yeah,
we'd be executing Indigenous people left, right, and center, like the good old days.
Well, I wasn't talking about that, man. You're racist.
Oh yeah, man. They would be executing black people left, right, and center. They would. It's just the way the cookie crumbles are in Australia. It's we're racist in some respects and we're not in others. I mean, we'll turn a blind eye when, you know, 77 kids are living on a island, forced to live on an island that need medical care, and we won't bring them to Australia because they'll want to settle here. They're refugees. And because they came in a manner that the government doesn't like, that's where they stay.
Wow.
So, but if you were a French, a young teenage French lady who had connections, who had very high up connections,
like a mademoiselle.
Just like a young lady who had connections, you know, who knew who to contact, you know, you would be okay. And that's what happened here. She was going to overstay her visa, and she had made some strong connections over here. Do you know what an au pair is?
Yeah, someone who takes care of kids.
Yeah, and gets paid in
Arnold Schwarzenegger type of pay.
Yeah, but gets paid in boarding and lodging and food.
Yeah,
and gets a small income. Yeah, that's what she was, and she was an au pair for an influential person who made a few phone calls to the minister who keeps these kids on Nauru, and fair enough, straight through. She was cleared. She was allowed to stay. And if it had been anybody else, they would have got a stamp and said, "No, fuck off."
What if it was a British au pair?
That's different because we're part of the Commonwealth, but they still have immigration problems, and you got to get visas and stuff like that. There's particular visas like working visas, 6-month working visa, tourist visa that doesn't allow you to work. All these different
Platinum
types
visa.
of visas. Yeah, platinum. Yeah, all that type of stuff. So Australia is a mixed bag of corruption and do nothingness. So, but the current prime minister wants to put our embassy in Tel Aviv into Jerusalem.
Uh-huh.
So it's just following Trump's.
We got to appease the Zionist state. I mean,
exactly.
If we don't, the world will suffer World War II all over again. It'll be a Holocaust 24/7, 9/11 style.
Yep, because we all know that we need to put everything in Jerusalem just to piss people off. Just because they can.
It's to make everyone happy.
Oh, yeah, tell the Palestinians that. Yeah, they'd be fucking wrapped.
Hey, they're the ones who let them in. If they should have had stricter borders if they
they let them in. Yeah, that's it. They let them in.
I should stop talking.
As far as I understand, it was a Palestinian state before World War II and during World War II. It was only, 48? And then it was ratified in 1966 that it was a Jewish state. So the Jews and the Palestinians and the Christians were all living happily under the Palestinian rule. That's my understanding.
Nah, because they couldn't kill Palestinians back then.
Yeah, but they didn't need to because they were happy. They weren't
as happy as when they could kill Palestinians.
Apparently, Palestine was very cosmopolitan back in the day. It was
that's why it can't be.
Yeah, it was very cosmopolitan.
No one wants to be a part of cosmopolitans. I mean, have you seen that magazine? It's horrid.
Yeah. Well, the Cosmo's shutting down in Australia.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because there's just not enough people reading it.
Oh. Well, you can just look at the pictures. It's mostly pictures anyway.
Oh yeah, and it's mostly pictures, and then every what is it, week or month? I think it's monthly, isn't it? It comes out with a sex guide or.
We all need that.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been lacking on sex guides lately, and I'm telling you, I got no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah, I don't know what I would do. That's just crazy.
It's like all the literature about it. It's like when the time comes, I'm like, I don't know what's going on. It's like biological instincts don't take over, like they say.
No. Well, your biological instinct is just to get it in there.
1/32 of my biological instincts is non-instinctual, so I think that might explain it.
I thought only 1/32, 30 what does it say? 30-second would be instinctual as opposed to one not being instinctual.
Well, it usually does last 1/32.
1/32 of a second.
Oh, it's over.
Yeah, sorry.
I need to read that guide again. The guide, reading that guide takes you like 5 minutes.
It takes you longer to read the guide than to actually do the deed. That's great.
Awesome. So, is Australia affected by like the TPP vote or something like that that's happening in New Zealand?
Yep. Yeah.
How does that work? You guys are
the current, because we are the TPP is the Pacific, isn't it? Trade Partnership of the Well, we're on the Atlantic and the Pacific
Partnership. Yeah.
Yeah, Trans-Pacific Partnership.
Man, everything's going trans these days.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we are on the Pacific side's on the East Coast, I think, and the Atlantic's.
No, Pacific is always on the west side.
Yeah, but it'll be on the. Yeah, it's on the west side to you, but it's on the east side to us.
No,
and then
it's because you're on the southern hemisphere. If you're on the northern hemisphere, it'd always be on the left, so it's west.
Yeah. No, it's because you're on the right side of the bloody ocean, you idiot.
Yeah, it depends on what direction you're looking at the globe. If you're looking from top down, of course it's going to be west, but we're looking at your angle from the southern hemisphere, so it's going to be on the right, which would be west. Trust me, my wife and we were in South Africa, and I was driving. She goes, "Take a left," and she was pointing right.
Okay, sure. Doesn't make sense, but sure. Hang on. Can I just show you something?
Okay, go ahead.
Can I just show you something? Hang on. So, hang on. I just got to share it. So we're here, right? This is Australia. That's where I am. That little dot. So I'm on the far southeast.
The one on the very right. it's called a Pia. Is that how you say it? Australia?
Australia.
The one that's in the center. Okay.
Right. So even satellite view. Right. So there's Australia. You can see why people don't live in this area because it's just fucking shit hot, like literally hot.
I don't know. A lot of
you travel right, but you go up as well. Look what's there. Fuck. And you know what? If you look at that and you look right, you go east. If you look left, you go west.
Well, you got to turn the globe upside down. And then you'll be looking west.
You don't turn the globe upside. Are you a flat earther or what? I know you said globe.
Flat earther.
You said globe. And how about if we look at Google Earth?
Globe in Latin used to mean flat, round. So it doesn't necessarily mean globe. So flat, round, Latin. Can't dispute Latin.
Hang on. If you look at a globe like straight on, like this, like it is now, right? So it always, by default, looks at the Americas because the Americas is Google.
Yeah, but turn the Earth upside down, and the North would be pointing the exact opposite way.
Yeah, if you turned it upside down, that doesn't make any sense, dude. What the fuck are you talking about?
You're just thinking in two-dimensional space. You got to think in three-dimensional space.
All this shit. I am thinking about three-dimensional. So there's America, right? The land of the free and home of the brave, or whatever it is, which is full of shit because no one's free.
Yeah, everyone's free. That's what people do.
And you live here. You live around here, don't you?
Up a little bit more. That's Kansas. Yeah, there you go.
You're about there. You're on the cusp of into desert, into arid. So if you go this way, there's Australia. You go southwest, you hit Australia. But you can see why nobody lives in the central part of Australia. Look at it.
That's prime real estate. I mean...
Oh, yeah, if you want to fucking roast every day.
No, I mean, look, everyone loves living in Texas here. Everyone loves retiring in Florida and in New Mexico. And it's pretty much the same environment. And, hey, where do a lot of people take vacations? Las Vegas. Where's that? Desert. I'm telling you, that's prime real estate.
I mean, that's the biggest that the trees grow, man. It's not nice, man. It's not nice. That's the biggest is it? No, that's not the biggest inland lake of Australia. Is it Lake Eyre? No,
Is that
that's Lake
snow?
Maurice.
That looks like
No,
snow.
no, it's snow. Snow. Australia. Snow. Are you crazy? You must be cray cray.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Um,
After the ozone depleted, there's no more snow. I
this is
forgot
the
about
only
that.
place. So see this like dark green? That's the only place, not even up here, but just this like dark green to the dotted line is really the only place that gets snow in Australia. And
Hey,
then
what are you making
Tasmania.
fun of me for saying that like there's snow in Australia? You
Are
just
you
said right
kidding
there you
me?
get snow in
Like
Australia.
it's like 1/32nd% of the country gets
Okay. All
snow.
right, then you're excused. You're excused.
So yeah, I mean New Zealand gets more snow than us. So New Zealand's just
Well, of
like on
course,
one
Lord of the
side.
Rings.
New Zealand on one side is just like a massive mountain range
That's where
on the
Mordor
South
is, of
Island.
course.
Yeah. Where,
I mean, you can't
where
have
did
Mordor
where
in a
do
no mountain range.
I'm pretty sure they do it on the North Island for Lord of the Rings. They do it on the North Island. See, there's a snow cap
Oh, I think
right there.
that's Isildur's.
Look how
No.
that looks fucking awesome. I love that. The overview of that. It just looks awesome. You'd never in a million years, unless you flew over it,
I know that
would
kind of
ever
looks
would
like
ever
some
see it
type
like
of
that.
Illuminati symbolism right there. I don't
Yeah,
trust
I
it.
know. Tell me, there's a volcano. See, volcano.
Is it active?
Nah, nah. There's no. I'm pretty sure there's no active volcanoes in New Zealand or Australia.
But aren't they an island created by volcanoes?
I'd say they. No, I'd say they would be a island created by
Tectonic plates or something?
plates. Yeah,
Okay.
plates. Because if you go to Christchurch, um, they get massive fucking earthquakes all the time. The last earthquake they had pretty much flattened the whole city. So yeah, but you can see where the plates come together. Just look at that range, that all white, straight down there,
Ugh.
all the way down. You can see even better there. It's just like massive come together of plates. And then when you zoom back, you can see the plates there. See the plate comes around, and then it hits Papua New Guinea. See, Australia bypasses everything; doesn't get nothing. So, and then up there through Asia and stuff. But this is where the big problem is at the moment. Where is it? It's in
Hey,
here.
stop pointing in North Korea.
No, it's in here. The South China Sea.
Now, always
This is
blaming the Asians. I see it. I see how it is.
yeah, but you can see where the Chinese are building. Like, look at that. They're all building fucking military places there, dude.
They're helping out the Indonesians.
No, Indonesia doesn't need help.
Yeah, they do. Just like Taiwan. Taiwan needs help, so China likes to help them out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But I think the Philippines would get a lot more help than. Oh, there's North Korea right there. See, this is where your mum started her trek. all the way up here in the mountaintops of northern North Korea and trekked all the way south. And she didn't go like down the coast the quick way either. She went like down there. She thought she was heading, but then she realized that she needed to go.
There's a lot of sea
go
serpents
east.
on the edges of Korea, you know.
Mm-hmm. Fucking hell, man! Look at the road infrastructure. Fuck. You look at that road infrastructure of China,
I know,
right?
It kind of looks like Massachusetts.
Yeah, but this is like huge compared to Massachusetts.
What?
Massachusetts. Shut up. Fuck off. You know, and then you go down to piddly ass Australia and you zoom in on Australia and you look at that. Look at that infrastructure, baby. And that's how you build infrastructure, my friend. Look at that. That's awesome. cut the little squiggly yellow lines.
So,
Then
are
you
there
go
any
to-
politicians that go, we need to invest in our infrastructure in Australia? Does any politician say that?
Nah,
Oh, come
no,
on. You got to run and say we got to invest in our infrastructure, and then
no.
show them the.
We need more yellow lines on Google Maps. Mind you, China's got, what is it? 100, 400 times the population that we have. So it's crazy. Then there's India. So yeah, that's Australia. I think I proved my point
I don't even know what your point was.
that we're always west of America on the Pacific side.
Well, if you're always west on towards America, then the Pacific Ocean is always going to be west of wherever you're at.
No, it's going to be east of Australia.
No, but you're looking at the Earth non-directional.
Well, it's the timeline is drawn down the Pacific Ocean anyway. It's like drawn down here and comes down, takes in these islands over here, and takes in New Zealand. So that the international timeline comes down here. So I think Tonga is the first island to see, and isn't like
wait, go back up to
Oops.
Alaska.
Yeah.
Oh, I see where Sarah Palin lives.
Yeah.
She lives right on that peninsula right there.
Yeah. I was reading the other day, they reckon that a good part of California is going to be underwater.
They've been saying that for decades. It's still not underwater.
With global change. See? Yeah, that's not Australia.
When I was like 12, they were saying like the Space Needle would be underwater in Seattle.
Really?
Yeah. They had pictures. They had paintings of Seattle being underwater. Yeah, none of that's happening, and none of that's gonna happen.
None of this will go underwater because it's all cliffs. This is called the Great Australian Bight.
Was it an alligator bite?
Nah, because it looks like somebody's taking a bite out of it.
Yeah, but I mean,
but not an alligator though.
Oh,
if an
alligator it's an English
bite,
person.
it would be...
Like the British have the worst teeth, so that's why it looks so uneven.
Yeah. Yeah,
makes sense.
Don't start mocking the British for having shitty teeth. Have you seen some of those fucking inbred Arkansasians that have got fucking beaver teeth? Let's not go there.
What? Why'd you make it so racist all of a sudden?
Because I am racist. See, if you think Melbourne's got a ton of infrastructure, wait until you see Adelaide. Look at that, two lines. Fucking madness.
Why even bother? Why didn't they just go with the all natural
dirt road?
Yeah, I mean, why even bother building just one or two roads? Just keep it natural. It's like
that's Perth. That's Perth.
I mean, the company that makes roads probably just went out of business back in like 1990. It's like,
well, the Australian government used to make the roads.
Okay.
But
the Australian government ran out of money because no one was building roads.
They did the American thing and outsourced everything.
Okay. Well, that's why you guys don't have very good roads. All of our roads are American made, and it's lasted centuries. Like at least 5 centuries.
Oh yeah, 5 centuries, sure. Right. Mm-hmm. Somebody just tried to join.
Oh, it's right. It's Dave. Hey, Dave.
Dave.
You get your audio back.
Test.
I can't hear anything.
Fucking A.
What?
How you doing? No, seriously, we can hear you.
We can hear you,
we're
dude.
kidding you. We're kidding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, Jesus. No, I tried another Zoom, and I could hear everybody and everything. My camera wasn't on at all, and then I come on here, and then I couldn't hear you the first time, and you guys couldn't. I don't know. Maybe you could hear me because you're fucking with me before. So
what are you saying? We couldn't hear you all this time.
exactly. The hell
What's
is
loud?
that?
Do you have family over?
No,
or
that's my
something?
mom. That's my mom
Okay.
talking to the dogs. Hang on.
I thought I was hearing like echo voice. I don't know what the hell's going on.
I thought you had like grandkids over. It's like I thought you didn't have kids.
You know, I've been doing all these political ads and reviewing my political ads because I've been fascinated with them. Red is never good. When you have somebody's like really bad picture in red.
What is she Republican?
Oh, this is a Republican. This is the good side. This is this guy who's running, and this is his opponent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I hate those kind of ads because it's like Jesus Christ. And he's like attacking her owing taxes, which is like based on a story from last year, and he didn't match the facts in the story. He didn't figure anybody was going to check up on the story.
Well, obviously, still nobody's checking up on the story because he's still running and he's ahead.
Well, I actually read the story and I tweeted to Newsday, and I asked him, I'm like, hey, you know, were you aware that this guy cited your story? And you know, I honestly don't think they're going to say anything, but I CC'd Christine Pellegrino and I said, look, just a heads up, he did this. I mean, she probably knows by this point, but I mean, it's all a freaking scam. It's like a wrestling show.
Yeah, I mean.
But this is all I wanted to say. What's up, playa? That's
hey, it's non-playa. I have proof. Proof is in the pudding. Woo-hoo. I mean, just everything is just hilariously horrible. Right?
What do you mean by that?
I don't know.
I mean, I can't say hello to people right now without them going, you know, what the fuck do you mean by that? I was like, Jesus Christ, you know, come on.
What do you think I meant? That's what I would say.
I meant hello, Jesus.
Oh, now you're getting Jesus into it. I see how it is. Leave Jesus out of it, Dave. So what's been new? No more Taco Bell outings.
Oh my God. I had some bad salami a couple of days ago, and I was like dying. Holy hell!
Well, I wouldn't eat Taco Bell salami.
Yeah, Garden Gnome was like, stay away from that Taco Bell. You know, Taco Bell.
You're synonymous with Taco Bell now, Dave.
Yeah.
You did like 3 streams on it already.
I just happen, you know, that's like my guilty pleasure, but it's like, you know, hell with it. And then I should just show the repercussions, me laying on the freaking couch going, oh.
Just show the toilet after you flushed it. That's all we.
Nah, yeah, well, yeah, you have to do that.
Yeah,
but
clean it up just a little.
Taco Bell is owned by PepsiCo, and PepsiCo is evil.
I didn't know that. Well, who's more evil, PepsiCo or Coca-Cola? Oh, there you go. Hey, you're drinking evil though, at least. But I mean, look at you. You're drinking evil PepsiCo. Well, Ryan is eating Milo, which is basically Nestle in cereal form. Cereal's bad for you enough as it is. Now you have to eat Nestle version of cereal. See,
I don't know
because
what the hell this is. I had a couple of Chinese coworkers. You know, every once in a while I help them, and they just throw Chinese candy at me. I'm like, okay. They're like hard caramel candies.
It's mineral rich in lead.
Exactly.
I mean, as long as you get the 100% nutritional quota, you know, serving of lead.
What, I get like the Geiger counter out. I check that out.
Geiger counter of lead. You know, the whole 1/32 of something kind of reminds me of Snork, because he said he was like 1/32 Asian. So I gotta apologize to him. You know, he's my Asian brother. I gotta.
Well, I'm more Indian than Elizabeth Warren. Maybe I should, maybe I should run against her.
No, if your denominator is higher than 32, no, lower. If it's lower than 30, no, I guess it doesn't matter. It depends on what your numerator is, huh? Well, son of a bitch.
If you're 100% Cherokee, you're no match to Senator Elizabeth Warren.
You have to be like 100% Cherokee only like 32% of the time.
Not even, yeah, exactly. Exactly is what we're saying. Well, I reckon I'm 1/32 Wookiee, because I'm a hairy motherfucker. So I reckon I'm 1/32 Wookiee. I'm just and at 1/32 Jabba the Hutt. And then
there's gonna be no, this whole 1/32 thing is just gonna go on forever now because
yeah, fucking
it's so much worse. Why is it that I don't know, the Democratic left? How come they always fall for all these traps? The meme banning, the Pocahontas calling, and all this other stuff.
Oh, Hiawatha! I love Hiawatha. I really do.
I mean, she played right into his lap, like literally played. He played her like a fucking violin, and
well, that whole thing was, she applied for a student loan or a grant, or not a grant, but a student loan, and she said that she was a certain percentage, whatever tribe she was.
Hey,
she said,
and to get into the university she got into too.
Right. I believe that it was like my great grandmother on my father's side was 100% Algonquin. So, I am a certain percentage Native American, but I wouldn't feel comfortable applying for any kind of scholarship through that.
That meme is great. That meme is very fun.
Eric looks like 1/32 alien. Got those alien glasses on. The stars over his head.
No, I'm like 1/32. They live because of the sunglasses.
Oh God.
I reckon he's one. I reckon Eric's more like 1/32 Kenny from South Park.
He's 1/32 triggered.
1/32 triggered.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that is good.
When did they actually permanently kill Kenny? They actually have a gravestone for him on the intro now. Like, when the hell did that happen? I'm actually sad.
There's this one the recent episode of South Park, the one that was on tonight. I watched it on a live stream. It was great. I really enjoyed it. Also, there was this one episode of South Park. It's called Holiday Special, and like Randy was getting like one of those DNA tests.
Oh God.
Oh God! And you just have to watch the episode. It's just beyond funny.
I don't want to get.
They
I
make
don't
fun
want
of
to.
that.
I don't want to get one of those DNA tests.
Oh, I'm
ever.
never getting one of those. Because, like, with me, just clearly, I don't fucking care.
Well, it's
Exactly.
Look, the Anunnaki want to know what bloodline you are in. That's why they want your DNA. So if you don't submit your DNA, you might not be saved by the Anunnaki when the Nibiru comes.
I just don't like needles poking into me. I don't know what the hell they have on those goddamn things. You know, I mean,
AIDS?
seriously. I don't like any freaking metal going into my body anyway.
You don't do needles now for DNA, dude. You do the mouth swab.
Oh, no, they put them in bananas.
What? Are you trying to tell us you're 1/32nd banana?
That just sounds like a freaking Japanese game show. It really does.
That sort of makes
Banana DNA test.
You know the dancing banana.
Peanut butter jelly time.
Yeah.
Second raspberry jelly.
That's great.
Hey, Eric, you're gonna have to let me know where I can watch those live streams in South Park.
Okay. I'll send you the link.
Yeah.
Ain't it like a 24-hour freaking stream? I mean...
Oh, no. There's
no?
this like one website that does it. It's really awesome.
They do that.
Family Guy.
Yeah, they do that for Family Guy.
I don't watch that.
There's a YouTube channel that's 24/7 Family Guy.
No, I'm talking about like weekly airings of like the new episode.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But they stream a bunch of other stuff, like Halloween. They stream Halloween stuff. But this episode was really, really funny. It was about drugs.
Oh, cool.
Drugs are
And they were talking about like hemp and like they made it like it was like really making fun of like the drug dealings and the real issues with drug dealing and all the absurd shit that goes along with it. They make fun of that, and they also make fun of vaping too.
I'm sure the vapists. What do you call people who vape? Vapists? Kind of sounds like
Vapors.
Vapors. Vapors.
Oh my god, you wouldn't believe how they made fun of vaping though, but it was very funny, very, very, very funny how they made fun of vaping.
Let's check that out.
It was a good episode. Like next week they're taking a week break, then they're coming back on Halloween. But I'm hoping that they do a Halloween episode.
Do they do Halloween episodes every year, like The Simpsons does?
Not all the time.
No.
Like the last year they had a Halloween episode, and that was actually one of the best episodes out of the season. That was actually my favorite episode and one of the best out of the season. Second best was the Facebook. Well, you know what? Let me put the Facebook where they make fun of Facebook third, and the holiday special second. The holiday episode, the holiday special episode was very funny. And that's the one with the DNA testing. It was a great episode, and plus someone did. It was on Twitter. I think it was yesterday or today. I retweeted it, and it was like, and it had like Randy Marsh, but they edited it to have like Senator Elizabeth Warren's face on it, and it was actually very funny.
Do you think that makes Elizabeth Warren more popular or less popular? I mean, for like the Democrats and whatnot, or
she already, you know, I mean, she should lose support. I mean,
does that mean a Republican's gonna win, or do we think that the independent?
Well, I want Shiva to win. I want Dr. Shiva to win Massachusetts.
Do you think that can actually happen? Because that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I could see it happening.
We can't hear you.
Yeah, you can.
Oh.
But
All right, where's the boot button?
I mean, he should win. I mean, I listened to him on. Styx had him on today, and it was really good.
I didn't even know Styx did interviews.
yeah, he typically. I typically don't see him. I see him on panels every once in a while, but I didn't really see him do one-on-ones. That might be interesting, actually. But you know, I talk to Deb Della a lot of the time now. Deb Della Piana, and she
Shut the fuck up.
she slams on Liawatha all the time. But I don't see her losing her seat. I really don't, because people just like the status quo, and it, unless there's just something completely nuts, unless she raises the taxes on their liquor or their cigarettes or something, just scandalous. I don't really see it. Or she raises Red Sox freaking tax or something.
Corporahantis.
She wears
you know what? Just call her Corporahantis. Like Corporahantis, the fake Disney progressive princess.
I actually like that. I like that a lot.
Corporahantis.
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 I'll pass that along.
She is basically the corporate cheerleader. And this is all satire. I mean, here's one thing. I'm someone who actually used to like her, but she's a complete fucking letdown. It's like, why do people still fucking follow her? She's a fucking letdown. No one should be even following her.
It's weird. I used to like her too. But I used to like a lot of people. Now
Exactly. And now that they have become the list is becoming smaller and smaller and smaller.
I used to like y'all, you bunch of players.
Yeah. Hey, we hated you a long time ago, Dave.
Oh yeah.
Well, I still like all y'all.
We're kidding around.
I know.
I mean, once you stepped into that Taco Bell, I knew it was over.
I mean, here's the thing with Taco Bell. At least you know what you're going to get, like every single time.
Yeah,
everything tastes the same. You drink a freaking Pepsi, it tastes like that goddamn cheese sauce. It's like, there's like expectations. It's like not like, oh my god, this is something completely new.
It's extremely rare that I'll have fast food. I mean, I'll have like a KFC here and there, or Popeye.
The key to life with fast food is lowered expectations.
It would be funny as if aliens came and they took over the Earth. Like our weapons were like wimpy to them. It's like, all right, now that you are our slaves, show us the great stuff on Earth. And we give them like a bag of Doritos. They eat it and they all die.
Yeah. Well, that's like M. Night Shyamalan with the water. You just throw water on them. They're like,
yeah. But it wouldn't be water. Water would probably make them strong. And then they get they get like Pepsi Cola or Coca-Cola and they start like melting.
Why is it that, in a lot of the alien movies, water kills them? There was another movie a long time ago where, San Francisco, the guy named himself San Francisco. I got to remember the name of that damn movie. That was like fucking 3 decades ago. But what the hell was the name of that movie? But water was.
Who was the actor in it?
I'll have to come back the next time I come back on, like 3 months from now. I'll let you know.
There's an actor. The character name was San Francisco.
Sam, S-A-M. He was the alien, and he was trying to figure out a good name. And they were in San Francisco, and he called himself Sam Francisco.
That's horrible.
I know. It's corny as hell, but
what you call it? I relaunched my YouTube channel. I'm decided I'm going to upload my gaming stuff on YouTube now.
Sorry, it's too controversial. We took you down.
Yeah, I already unsubscribed like way back. I'm just kidding. Alien Nation with Mandy Patinkin.
Alien Nation, Mandy Patinkin. Yep, San Francisco.
But here's one thing: I'm uploading them to BitChute first before I upload them to YouTube.
What's the difference? Because I mean, sometimes when you upload to YouTube, it automatically starts seeding onto BitChute, right?
Oh no, I have mine disconnected,
Oh,
so
yeah,
I can have that, more. I'm gonna upload it to BitChute first, then I'm gonna upload it to YouTube.
Okay.
So has anybody talked about the algorithm that they use to determine who was booted off of Facebook?
Yeah, it's based on it's a half of a byte, and so it boils down to 1/32 of every YouTube post.
I know you don't have YouTube chat anymore on your channel, Ebon, but
Yeah.
did you hear about what's going on with the Google chats now?
Yeah,
How they're just now they're censoring what even someone typed in a country, Niger, and they even they removed that comment.
So you have to basically, if you want to talk about the country, you have to go N*I*G*E*R kind of thing.
It probably now because of all the
it's a simple way to
censorship.
get around it. You just add an extra G after the.
I knew
No one likes my ideas. I don't get it.
So
that would definitely get removed right away.
Yeah.
See, don't be against chicken farmers because they can't talk about their roosters. They can't talk about their cocks. You can't talk about dog breeders. Can't go on.
Hey! Watch your language. Watch your language, Dave.
Fuck it. But I mean, Howard Stern decimated them like 40 years ago with this crap, and now they're starting up again with with this kind of censorship. And the thing is, if you're really talking hate speech and let's kill blah blah blah, and
no mention of killing on the show. I already had the FBI on my ass.
No talk about FBI being on your ass.
We'll talk about them being on my cock.
That's inappropriate sexual discussion. God,
what you call it?
Talking about chickens and roosters here. All right.
That Google censorship, it's like that just makes me think about yesterday. It really does.
What happened yesterday? Oh,
all my troubles were really far away. All right.
Now that makes me think. Now that they have the mod bots, because I really don't think that they're moderators. I think that they're mod bots big time. Because they remove comments right away, like nearly right away.
Well, if anyone wants to type in chat, go to DLive. And
True.
Yeah.
DLive is up and available.
Which I hope they get some type of thing going, kind of like Streamlabs. And I wish I wish DTube would work for me. It doesn't work for me. That's why I'm using Vimm.
Oh, Hard Bastard managed to
get his DTube working.
The DTube getting the DTube chat on the while he does his videos. Yeah, he puts on the DTube chat.
Yeah, I mean I could,
but through browser.
No, I know. I'm just saying I can't even get the DTube stream key. That's why I'm not using DTube.
Huh.
Every time I try.
Oh, I meant DLive. I meant.
Oh, DLive. Oh, I see. Yeah, I could do that with DLive. But no one talks on DLive. No one chats on DLive. All you ever see is DLive sucks from Ryan Bannock. I don't know who that guy is. And occasionally I'd see Shirley on Facebook. She doesn't like going on DLive either. Anyways, I think this shall be my new profile picture. I have a feeling that I might get banned. I've been trying hard to get banned on YouTube and Facebook. I don't know what else to do because they ain't banning me. I think you have to have like more than like 10 views in order to get banned. That's gonna be a tough one.
I'm master at flying under the radar. I just use my phone. I'm in my bathrobe.
They're like,
Yeah.
what are we gonna do with all these users who we should be banning, but they get less than 10 views? It's like, yeah, it's more. It'll cost more to just to scrap them, ban them than it will be cheaper just to let them keep going.
Because here's one thing: they can't kick us off. They can't kick all of us off because we'll keep coming back and we'll keep fighting back, and they know it.
I mean, it's so easy.
They already lost. They're just doing damage to their platforms until they completely.
Oh, they don't care. They don't care about damage to their platforms. I really don't think they do. But my question is how can you tell when somebody's being shadow banned? Because
you see a shadow after they get banned, and all you see.
Drinking. You can't.
I don't drink. If I drink, it's gonna be Pepsi Cola. I drink evil. Independent outsider.
I don't drink.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, me neither.
It's good. You shouldn't drink alcohol, and you shouldn't drink Pepsi. So I think you're.
Oh, I don't drink Pepsi. Like, it's extremely rare that I will have a soda. It's very rare.
Pepsi is the blood of the devil. I do have to admit that, but I do often drink the blood of the devil. So, go ahead, Pepsi. I'm right here for endorsements. So, I'm just curious how the shadow banning actually works, because how you could tell, because the Susie stream was on, and it was on for like 3 hours, and I went on and it showed that it had 0 views, and I'm like, what, I don't count? I know at least, during the stream it had 9. Does it show, like, while it's uploading that it doesn't have any views, or how does it?
Yeah, they could hide the true number of viewers that are actually viewing it, or who have viewed it. They have notifications that if you're subscribed and you ring the bell, sometimes the notifications may not go out. Just little tricks, but the thing is, if it doesn't happen all the time, if it happens 1/32 of a time, I can understand. But if it's like variable, I don't know. I don't see that as like a static algorithm. It maybe just has like so many variables where when it goes into shadow banning mode or something. Unless the only other way I can think of is they just have some Asian guy in a sweatshop just waiting for a stream or an upload and go shadow banned. And that's
there's like a little shadow ban button.
Yeah, shadow ban, don't shadow ban.
I'm just curious. Like, let's say I have a show, or let's say Jamarl has a show, and he does it. Oftentimes, he does it on the fly. He does it whenever the hell he feels like it. He may not get quote unquote shadow banned as often as someone who says, "Okay, we're going to do a show Monday, Wednesday, and Friday." So, if any entity wants to plan on it, they know exactly when they're gonna do it. I don't know how technically it would be done, or if it's like done from
my guess is like it won't matter if it's a small amount of viewers, right? So they probably have to have that shadow banning occur when it reaches a critical threshold. So say Jamarl Thomas, his average viewership is something like, say, 200 people watching.
Right. Between 150 and 2.
Yeah. And so let's say there's a very, very big controversial thing going on where they don't want people talking about it. And he's talking about it, and all of a sudden his viewers go up to like 1,200.
Right.
And they're gonna say, let's not propagate this, so they'll change that number and make it look like it's just an ordinary average number. And then like say people retweeting it or sharing the video, the live stream, where it might be average of like 40 retweets, it's like 400 or maybe even 40,000, or it's getting way up there. And then they're gonna say, oh no, let's not let people see the retweets. They'll just let them retweet, but people
is there also a way, like you just say Kavanaugh was a big topic, blah blah blah, and he has Kavanaugh right in the head of his title. There's a way to bury certain people's posts to like say, well, I don't really want this guy to be listed in the search engine. Is there a way to bury certain people
within search results?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the search results definitely have an algorithm applied to them. But whether you're on some type of blacklist that they put on, and that blacklist would have to be manual, or basically it would have to be you reach a certain like point system, and then you're on a blacklist, and then maybe certain keywords. Like you search for Ebon Kim, you're gonna have all these more popular views come up. If I had something that was like really, really huge, really big, where it's like all of a sudden I got 1.1 million views, and it's on something like Julian Assange, it's like not there. It's like how do I have a video that's in the top section of results with Ebon Kim, and it's got like 4,000 views, and it's the number one, while I can't even see my video where I had 1.1 million views. It's like,
I had a couple that were like 500 views, 400 views, and when I type in independent outsider, there are two things that typically come up, or used to come up before I buried the damn thing. My interview with Johnny Axum, and yeah, I think I made that private. Jesus Christ! And my very first interview with Graham, which is fine, but it's like certain things that you want to heighten, like any Julian Assange stuff. If I want to heighten that, or any topic that I'm currently working on, or the current stuff, I know there's ways to do it, but I wonder if there are ways from YouTube's end, if they see me getting a little popular and politically don't like what I'm saying, or I'm criticizing some of their paying the endorsers or whatever, how they can squish me a little bit. Because I've seen that, I mean, yeah, you demonetize and all that. You've taken advertisers away. I know all that, but as far as trying to bury people and make sure that they don't, that new users don't find you, I'm just curious, what tactics people can use.
I would make Star Wars videos, and then have like subliminal messages, or just scrolling messages within the video of like your main topic.
I think in the winter I'm just going to do ice fishing, and just put Ebon Kim ice fishes, and it's actually going to be me, and it's going to be me by my pool. I mean, why not?
Yeah.
It's amazing the amount of viewers that you got with that.
With fishing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like, holy hell.
I'm almost at 1,000. I'd say probably like 800 of the 800 or 900 are basically from like the fishing videos. Which, I mean, that's what I want to do. I just want to make fishing, hunting videos. But it's like, all this conspiracy theory stuff is more important. Or just more historical stuff, like
shooting T-shirts at fish. You just spear fishing with freaking.
Like I mean, it kind of sucks that I'm in Nebraska because the water here's not that clean. I mean, there's a creeks that are spring fed, and that's not bad. But like, I would really want to go to like some of the nice freshwater ponds and lakes over in Massachusetts, and just like scuba dive and film it and stuff like that. But can't do that now.
I mean, where the hell is? I mean, I know Snork might jump on and go, well, actually, so and so and so, but I don't know where there's actually pristine water anywhere, because somebody was talking about the beautiful beaches on Long Island. I'm like, not really, not anymore. I guess compared to some places, but
I mean, cold weather areas with like natural springs, I would say is better, just because heat really increases the bacteria level and viruses.
Well, like Minnesota, maybe.
Maybe, I don't know.
Land of 1,000 lakes, and it's freaking cold there all the time.
I mean, no matter what, you pretty much want to boil the water if you're gonna drink it from any place. But like, if you're gonna go swimming, I mean, that's what I don't get is like, if you're gonna go swimming in a lot of these places, you can drink some of it anyway, and you're gonna get whatever's there. So I don't know. We just have to deal with it. That's why we get
chlorinated water.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to swim in some of those damn pools that didn't have that much chlorine in it when I was like a really young kid, and I used to get ear infections and bacteria, and so chlorine does have its purpose in pools. So.
They have other ways to keep it clean, but if you want to make sure that a lot of the diseases or whatever die off, then chlorine's gonna be the quickest. I mean, the other stuff, they use certain salts and all this other stuff, and yeah, it'll kill it off. It just won't kill it off as fast. So if someone went in, and I always wondered, okay, you go in, I mean, you're all flued up and whatever. Wouldn't the best thing to do is just swim in a chlorinated pool? So all of that stuff on your surface and just kind of gets oozed out.
I would think it would be it would either be like get underneath a ton of blankets and sweat it all out, or if you're gonna do it with water, do a steam bath.
Eat a ton of garlic, dude.
Garlic or wasabi,
doesn't help if you're a vampire. Then garlic won't help.
I mean, you're not going to get laid anytime soon, but garlic is the way to do it.
How long has he been married? Never mind. That's a married joke.
What's with the garlic?
Eat garlic bread. Eat tons of garlic.
Yeah, but why does garlic work?
It cleans out your sinuses, and it's a natural antibiotic.
Okay.
I actually, when I'm like, I've been sick for a long time and I can't really get rid of it. It's been lingering for forever. I mean, I'm not really sick anymore, but I'm not really well either. I tend to go to a sushi place and get, a bunch of rolls with wasabi and with ginger, and that tends to have the same effect as garlic, and it's not as stinky on the breath.
I just ate a lot of garlic fried trout.
or cumin or anything like really hot pepper and stuff. I remember, the hell was it? I gotta check. Freaking Claudia Stauber had this. It was like orange juice and like cayenne pepper and a little bit of honey, and it actually worked. You have the citrus plus the honey plus the spicy, and it did clean out my sinuses, and you get your vitamin C in.
Get Manuka honey if you can get it.
A what?
Manuka honey.
Where do you get Manuka honey? I haven't even heard of Manuka before. Is that somewhere in like?
The best honey in the world.
Where is it at? Is it in Australia?
Yeah, Australia and New Zealand.
Why do they call it Manuka?
Because Manuka is a place in Australia and New Zealand.
But why is it so special? Is there like certain dandelions that grow there that the bees...
I think it's the plants that it gets the honey from.
But what are the plants?
Oh, fuck if I know, dude. I just know Manuka's good. Look it up. You have the internet at your fingertips.
Why are we taking advice from someone who eats Nestle cereal?
Because I used to be a chef too, dude.
Yeah, I know.
So, and whenever you were sick at work, because even though you were sick, you're supposed to take time off if you're a chef, but no one ever did. You would eat garlic and honey and fucking onions, because onions and garlic are in the same family, and yeah, lemon. Yeah,
I just did a quick search, and this is what I found. 10 proven Manuka honey benefits and uses.
I typed in Manuka on Google and they banned me.
So
yeah, because you put porn after it.
Manuka porn.
So, it's a Manuka honey produced in New Zealand by bees that pollinate the Manuka bush.
Oh, bush.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Eben likes munching on some good bush.
Exactly.
Oh, these open topics. I know why I stopped.
Are you gonna Me Too me?
And it cures staph infections, and it also cures gingivitis.
There you go.
So, and they're talking about staph infections, and they're talking about honey pots. I'm going to get this off of here. So, but anyway, yeah, that's Manuka honey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is why we need more women in the show.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it gets to be a bit of a sausage fest in here. We've got the Royals in Australia at the moment. Everybody's going crazy, except me.
How dare ye?
This is
Got Harry and his American wife. Trying to be Stevie Wonder.
No, Geordie LaForge's Ray Charles impression.
Mm.
All right. There you go.
That was a bad impression of impression.
That was 1/32 of Ray Charles. All right. Whatever.
And apparently she's pregnant. So.
What, Ray Charles is pregnant?
No.
Oh, well, what's her
Geordie
face?
LaForge.
No.
Meghan
Markle.
Who?
Meghan Markle.
No, that's a perfect reaction to that. Meghan Markle.
She's off what TV show is she off?
Suits.
Wait.
Suits.
No, yeah, Suits.
Prince Harry married Angela Merkel's daughter?
You're an idiot. It's Markle, you idiot. Not Merkel.
I haven't been paying attention to it. Royalty.
And well, you should have.
Well, yeah. The royal bloodlines aren't going to knight me anytime soon. So, I just ruined my chances.
Very important things.
If I get very, very, very famous in British and become like a massive pedophile, I probably might get knighted. So, but I don't think that'll happen.
What do you reckon about that that journalist that got murdered?
Well, there's a big uproar about it, and not enough uproar about Julian Assange.
Yeah, but Julian Assange wasn't murdered.
Oh, he was tortured. That's
pretty
worse.
much. Yeah,
I'd rather be murdered than tortured for years. I mean, just get it over with.
Is it confirmed that that journalist was killed? Because
New York Times, CNN, they all reported it. Dave, come on.
I was hearing that people are still waiting for confirmation. But if the New York
Look,
Times,
like,
Jesus Christ.
sources within the U.S. government say, yeah, it's confirmed.
Oh, okay. Well, then it must be true.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Oh boy, we're on a roll. 1/32 of a roll.
Well, that's butter. 1/32 of the roll is the butter. All right.
Is it getting cold over there? I'm in the basement, so it's really cold over here. I mean, someone lives in Australia, someone lives in Florida. You guys are gonna be nice and toasty.
I wish it was cold.
No, you don't.
It's getting warm.
I don't
Nice
know.
microphone, by the way. Jesus. Look at that thing.
Yeah, it looks like a massive penis pointed at his
Why do you
face.
think I have it?
What?
Exactly.
It
As
does
if we
say
didn't
sure.
know.
Are you sure? Are you sure it looks like a penis?
Mm-hmm.
This brand of microphone is called a Milo. It's made by Nestle, and we're supposed to eat Milo.
Oh,
there's a lot of milk.
I've
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I've been downloading like I noticed some of my videos on my YouTube didn't have any audio, so I have to upload them, and
that sucks.
And I have to re-download. I'm re-downloading them on BitChute.
You mean you processed them without audio, or you uploaded them
without realizing it didn't have audio?
Okay. Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah, I always make sure. I always just play it back even for like a second just to make sure audio is there.
Right.
But I practice everything live nowadays either. I just don't have all these crazy transitions that people have. I just prefer just maybe eventually I'll have those crazy transitions. But whatever. I'm too lazy. I've gotten to be live stream lazy. I think that's the problem. Rather than having like hundreds of stuff flying everywhere, where people are like, "Ooh, I don't know what they're talking about."
Now the halftime show. Oh, there you go.
My eyes, they burn.
There was your,
I'm blinded.
There was your
I can't see anything. Well, it's perfect.
Eric, we're over here. Eric, we're over here. We're over here, Eric.
Where?
Oh my goodness! I just got like hundreds of unsubs.
Hundreds. Then you're in negative. You're in negative subscriptions.
I've got negative subs.
That's ironic because this comes from hundreds of subs. There you go. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. That's what happens.
Who needs Deep State when you just have Dave?
Exactly.
It's like that one movie. What was it? I mean, I don't laugh at I laugh at the acting. It's so perfect that it just makes me laugh for some reason.
Like Airplane or something like that?
No. Well, stuff that isn't funny, but it's more of dramatic, but it just somehow makes me laugh for some reason. I have a weird sense of humor.
You mean so they're trying to be serious, but it comes off as funny type of thing?
To me, it does.
Okay.
I mean, for anyone else,
it's like for me. For me, that would be like horror stories that are so bad it's just hilarious. That type of thing.
Or that too, or a dramatic movie of reenacting like history or something that it's like one of those things you just find oddly funny though because of the acting, which is trying to convince you of it's like real and stuff.
So basically anything on the History Channel.
Yeah, that too. Like also some things in History Channel, not everything, but I was primarily talking about what was that one movie? The Miracle Worker. The one that Helen, the story of Helen Keller. She the acting. It's like she pretending to be deaf and blind. It just made me laugh for some certain reasons. I mean, like Helen Keller's cool and all, but It's just the acting. It just makes me
Yeah.
laugh.
Yeah.
For
They-
some reason, it just makes me laugh.
That's probably because they over exaggerate the acting for it, I think.
I guess that could be the logical conclusion.
Yeah. I have to see that. Miracle what?
The Miracle Worker. I think it was made like in the 60s, maybe, I believe. But, you know, it's...
1962. Oh. That sounds... Ooh.
It's just the acting just makes me laugh for some reason.
I'm seeing a
Just
brief... Oh, I have to watch a 15-second ad. Oh. No one ever watches those ads anyways. We lost Dave. I think he wanted to take off more of his clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Bye, Dave. Good to see you. Take care.
Or he went to Taco Bell. Oh, I see what you mean. I'm watching it now. It's wrong to laugh at that, but yeah, I see what you mean.
Why do people laugh at the weirdest
It's so
things?
wrong to laugh at it, though. How can you laugh at it? That's so wrong.
The acting makes... The acting makes me laugh. It's like, you know, they're just trying to convince you. It's like, you know, the whole acting thing, it's like the convincing. It's like, you know, it comes in touch with like Hollywood, like nowadays. Acting on, they're acting like they're trying to convince you. That's like kind of like a funny way I actually do see it. It's like with me, I have a weird sense of humor.
No, because I'm laughing at it too now that I watch it. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's because of you or if it's because it's just like you were saying.
The acting.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it back.
They're trying to sell you and convince you on something.
All right, here's.
That's why I kind of, you know, just sit there and just laugh. It's like, yeah, they're just, you know, capitalizing kind of people's emotions on history and
right.
like, you know, trying to, you know,
Look at the YouTube or wherever. I'm gonna play it back.
The buttons.
Okay, going on YouTube.
All right, we'll stop there.
Okay.
This is yeah. Oh shoot, the water's going. What? I can't do it live. Let's see if. Yep, there we go.
I'm seeing you laughing on screen on my other computer, and now I'm just laughing my ass off.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here, get my videos, and now I'm talking about this, and now this is just like I'm laughing my ass off. Tears are fucking coming out of me.
Well, we know how to crack up Eric now. We'll just show my Helen Keller movie. I don't get it. It's just so bad.
It's just, it's like, you know, one of those things. It's so wrong, but it's so funny at the same time. It's just thinking about movies and them trying to fucking convince you. I mean, yes, history, but, you know, they make it so overly dramatic. It's like, why can't you just fucking laugh? This is why I think movies in Hollywood are completely and the actors and the actresses. I mean, some of them I do give respect and credit where it's due, but fucking come on.
Although, oh man, yeah.
It's like the one movie, 2012. Like with me, I laughed because it was so overly dramatic. Of like, oh, 2012, they're trying to sell us like scary propaganda through movies and capitalize on people's emotions.
Yeah. And the ones propagating 2012 end of the world is always mainstream corporate media.
And I laughed about it, like when the day it happened. I was like, wait a minute, isn't the world supposed to end? I was like, oh yeah, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Like, we're still gonna live through the next day. I mean, no big deal. And nothing happened.
I think my goal. I think I remember watching The Miracle Worker. I feel like, and that was a good movie. I think my goal is to watch it again and not laugh. Thanks a lot, Eric.
See, it gave you a challenge.
That's like the worst challenge ever. Because all I have to do is just get that one little memory of you talking about it, and I would just think it,
I'll come and get you.
Yeah.
Like that's like why I just sit and mock movies, like even like movies that are portraying historical but making it extremely over dramatic.
Yeah.
I laugh at that shit. It's just it's like, yeah, it just shows people should read books and actually do their history, though. And do the research themselves instead of listening to corporate media and, like, movies and whatnot and shit. I mean, movies are just there to entertain, though.
Yeah. Man, how did we get here? I'm blaming you, Eric.
Thank you.
Who says thank you when they blame you? Who does that?
I just said it as a joke.
Yeah, I know. That's a good one. It's your fault, Eric. Thank you. That's gonna be my response. That's a perfect response to someone blaming you for something. Thank you. What can they say? They can't say anything.
It's just it's like with me, I would see it through like a satirical, like a satirical stance. Yeah. I just think it's funny though.
Can't we just be serious for once?
You're giving an unexpected answer.
Yeah, because they're expecting something else in return. Yeah, you gotta keep them on their toes. You gotta surprise them, throw them a curveball, because they're trying to elicit a response that helps fit within their rationale type of morale, I guess. But it shouldn't have to be that way. Well, I think when I'm not lazy, I'm gonna be busy the next couple of days, so you won't see me on. Maybe you will. I have to do everything remotely. Man. But
okay.
Enjoy your time.
Have fun.
I don't. Maybe.
I'm still waiting for my birthday present to come from China. So.
Ooh, what you get him?
It's a Japanese version.
Hope and a pray.
A what?
I'm hanging on a hope that it'll come soon. I got I'm really hooking into this brand called Xiaomi.
Yeah, you've been talking about all the time.
I got Xiaomi phone for my birthday as well. Where is it? Yeah. See, I listen to Tool. But yeah, I got that. And I'm getting some Bluetooth speakers and a mouse pad that has wireless charging for your phone in it. So you can sit your phone on your mouse pad, next to your mouse pad, or on it, but next to where you move around, and it charges your phone.
But you still have to plug in
You have to, you still have to, well, it just sucks in the energy from
Well,
the
what's the
atmosphere.
point?
And,
if you're gonna have to plug in your mouse,
well, you don't have to find the end and stick it in, and like you do with your wife, and you don't have to find the hole and all that type of thing.
all you need is a guidebook, and there you go.
Fuck that.
Guidebook on
Well,
how to...
in this case, I can just put it down and it'll just start charging. So, I'm actually looking at this Obama video done by ATTN, which is Attention. And it's just, and the people in it are like, oh, I miss Obama. I'm like,
no one should fucking miss Obama.
How could you miss a fucking warmonger, do nothing president?
Well, don't we want a president that does nothing? Because they do
pretty
much something.
You pretty much got one now. You got an even worse president that does nothing.
But if they're doing nothing, isn't that a good thing?
No, because they're not improving it.
But at least they're not making things worse.
That doesn't make sense. It's still bad.
It only makes 1 30-second nonsense
of sense. Yeah.
Pocahontas.
What was it? What did you call it? You didn't call it
Corporahontas.
Corporahontas.
That's it.
Corporahontas.
Yeah. So it's just, and this is what I put. Fuck Obama. He had so much power and did fuck all with it. Investigate the W. Bush administration.
Oh.
Nope. Jail the bankers that caused the GFC. Nope. Install Medicare for all when he could. Nope. Change the war on drugs. Nope. Reduce the wars. Nope. In fact, he increased the number of wars. And I'm going to go on a little bit more. So
this is where you're wrong, because Obama did lots of good things. He killed Osama bin Laden, and he gave him the highest funeral burial at sea ever. I mean, that's pretty awesome, right?
I still question it.
What else did he do, or didn't do?
He's saying.
I mean, he legalized propaganda. Now we have like some giant propaganda culture now.
Habeas corpus.
Also habeas corpus.
Yeah, I mean, who cares about Latin anyway?
I don't even know how to spell habeas corpus.
It's in Latin. You need a Latin keyboard.
Habeas. Hapiuscorpus. Does that sound right? Habeas
it's
corpus?
The same way you spell Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. Fuck off. Asshole. That's not how you spell habeas corpus.
I know.
Habeas corpus is HABE.
Yeah. Why would it be with a P? It's not happiest.
I spelt it phonetically. How?
What? You said habeas corpus, so how would it be sound like a P?
Well, depends who you listen to. Removed habeas corpus. Habeas corpus. Yes.
Who cares about our constitutional rights anyway? This is America.
Yeah, I know. Close Gitmo. No.
Oh, he did close Gitmo.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
Not Guantanamo Bay, he didn't.
Oh well, we're talking about Gitmo.
Yeah, Gitmo, Guantanamo Bay.
No, he closed Gitmo. He didn't close Guantanamo. He closed Gitmo. You never heard of Gitmo?
They're the same thing.
No, they're different. Gitmo and then Guantanamo. He closed Gitmo.
Bullshit. I'm going to look it up. You're full of shit. You're trying to fucking...
Well, you're not going to find it with typing in Google. You got to use DuckDuckGo.
Gitmo, Guantanamo Bay. Fuck you, motherfucker.
No, they
Yeah.
chose a different name for it for a reason. Because when they'll say I'll close Gitmo and they close Gitmo, but Guantanamo stays open. They do it all the time.
Gitmo. What else? What other shitty things did he do or didn't do?
He enforced net neutrality, and that was horrible.
Expanded the industrial war complex.
It's military complex, not war complex.
Military. See, I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, I know. What would you guys do without me?
What else? Expanded the prison.
He was the first 132nd black president.
Have I put in that he expanded the prison industrial complex? It's a military industrial complex, not industrial military complex. I'm a dickhead.
We all knew that.
Hey, easy, Tiger.
We just didn't want to say it. We didn't want to hurt your feelings.
Easy. The military industrial complex, yes. Expanded the prison industrial. That's not how you spell industrial, Ryan.
Yeah, it doesn't have a P in it.
I still, you know what? I even went back and tried to correct it, and I still got it wrong. Oh. Yes.
You know, that's why the Pacific Ocean is always on the west. I mean, you're wrong so many times, Ryan. And I don't know how many times I have to correct you.
You're 1/32 correct there, dude. You're 1/32 correct. You're not even close to.
But that 1/32 is all that matters.
Oh yeah, sure. What else? What else did he fuck up?
No, he did great things.
Great things, my ass.
He made things, my remember ass. When he talked with Bernie Sanders saying, "Hey, Bernie, you better start acting good.
You better step aside, son."
Yeah, and look what happened. We got glorious Donald Trump because Bernie Sanders opted out because President Obama, and without Obama, there would have been no. I was trying to make a
told Bernie Sanders to step aside.
Yeah, that's a great thing.
Oh yeah, sure.
It made America great again.
Yeah,
and
because
the thing is, the Trump supporters don't understand how great Obama was for them, and that's what kills me. It's like,
that's what I was saying to Noam earlier today, because I was online earlier today, is that each president has set up the next president to be more tyrannical. You know what I mean? Like, if you look at the way that Reagan set up for Bush, and then Bush set up for Clinton, and Clinton set up for Bush, and then Bush set up for Obama, and now it's all come down to roost on a fucking maniac's head. You know what I mean?
Then we get the perfect antidote for Trump, which is Hillary Clinton, 2020. Wow, she's gonna win! I can't believe it.
No.
Trump set it up perfectly for Hillary Clinton
to
win.
You need the 1/32 Cherokee Nation woman in there, Elizabeth.
Maybe she'll be the vice president. I mean, they wanted her as VP anyway. All right, what's better than one woman president in the Oval Office? 2 women presidents in the Oval Office.
Exactly.
Hillary Clinton won't win.
She won't win. There's no way.
I'm the only one that's predicted it. And you will all hail me as the great.
Oh, I will not hail anybody.
No.
I will
She'll
not
run.
Hail.
She'll run. Don't get me wrong. She'll run.
I don't think she's fit enough to run. She'll walk.
Well, that's the shittiest dad joke ever, dude. That's fucking terrible.
She's gonna walk, but
well, she's walking right now. She ain't going.
She probably needs a walker because of those cankles. You know, one of those stability walkers.
Cankles.
I mean, like,
I reckon-
No one should be brought down to Clinton's cankles.
Oh, how about Nikki Haley? You reckon she'll run for the Republican ticket?
no, she'll run for a Democratic ticket.
She'll probably get it, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, Obama was a Republican.
He was a he was a Republican that hid behind a Democratic cloak.
Exactly. And I was saying it to Noam early today. There is no way that Obama would have ever, in a million years, become the president of the United States as a Republican.
Well, that's because he would have to have shown his birth certificate.
He's not white enough.
He's 1/32 white.
Yeah, but that's just not enough for the Republicans. You need to be, you know, it's got to be so diluted, your whiteness or your ethnicity, that black or that Hispanic, well, not Hispanic, they don't mind the Hispanics with Ted Cruz and Marco Rubio and stuff like that. They can tolerate the Hispanics. They just can't tolerate the blacks.
No, they do. I mean, you got the
Carson.
Yeah.
Ben
Carson.
One black guy.
No, there's another guy, the 999 guy. Back in the
and then George W. Bush had what's his name? Colin Powell and Condoleezza Rice.
Yeah, see?
Colin Powell that said Bill Clinton is still dicking bimbos at home.
Yeah. Because
that was like the best comment he ever made in that email.
Two black people in the whole of a Republican administration means that they're not racist at all. Of course. Well, fucking stupid, aren't I? I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy talk. I mean, one black guy, and they stuck him on fucking education. No, what are they? Housing. They stuck him on housing or some shit. He's a fucking brain surgeon, for fuck's sake, and they didn't even put him on medical, on the Medicare, whatever it is, the healthcare secretary. They put him in charge of housing.
Being in charge of housing isn't brain surgery.
It's not rocket science, mate.
No, it's not brain
surgery. Rocket surgery. No, it's not. It's not rocket surgery.
There is no rocket surgery. It's just
not brain
surgery.
Science. It's not brain science.
Oh man, everything's backwards and down under. No wonder you're thinking Pacific Ocean's east.
Well, the thing is, Ben Carson's a fucking dickhead anyway. He's got the fucking brain span of a fucking deranged ant. You know what I mean? He's a fucking idiot.
More like a deranged uncle. I think you got your gender pronouns wrong.
He's fucked. I mean, making up stories and shit about what was he making the story? Oh, well, I was reading it the other day.
He lived in like the most dangerous ghettos in.
Yes, yeah, and he saved somebody's life or some shit from an attacker or some shit.
Well, he is a brain surgeon.
Yeah, fucked. He's a Republican. He's a fucking coward. They're all fucking cowards.
Why are you so anti-Trump? Why you gotta be such a divisionist?
I hate them all. What are you talking about?
Why are you such a nihilist? When do you have to hate anything?
I fucking hate them all. I even hate Bernie Sanders. He's a fucking goose. Fucking yeah, he fucking bent over for the Democratic Party to fuck him up the ass.
Well,
I mean, he's supposed to be an independent, for fuck's sake.
Well, he is. It's dependent
He's
on
not an independent.
He lectures for the DNC. I hate to say it.
Yeah, he's fucking Democratic. It's like saying Trump's a Republican.
He is a Republican. If you just Google Donald Trump Republican, you'll see him as the Republican nominee. He's Republican.
Because Google tells the truth all the time.
No, it doesn't matter. He ran as a Republican. He's a Republican.
Nah, he's a Democrat, and he was never going to become. He's the reverse of Obama. Hey, there's no way in a million years he would ever have run as a Democrat and become president. There's no way.
Just because he ran as a Republican as a Democrat doesn't mean he's a Democrat as a Republican.
I think Trump might be an independent, though.
That made 1/32nd.
It sounds good though.
Yeah. but see, that's the difference. Like Trump only used the Republican Party to his advantage, whereas I think Bernie Sanders is a Democrat through and through. You know, Bernie Sanders has more political nous than what Donald Trump does.
I don't think it even matters because if you're the presidency, you're still controlled by the House and Senate.
Yeah.
So.
Just what Victoria needs.
Oh yeah, you guys are down with TPP?
Fuck no.
Did it vote?
Hell no.
Did it go through?
No. The Prime Minister that wanted to put it through, he got ousted.
What?
Yeah. He got told to step aside, bitch. And he did. He stepped aside.
Wow. I gotta see that. Really?
Yeah. Malcolm Turnbull. He's a...
I thought TPP was the gold standard. What's going on?
Yeah, fuck. No way.
The gold standards to gold showers.
TPP is to fuck China. That's all TPP is. That's all it's about, is to fuck China over. That's why China's not in it.
Isn't that what we want?
No.
Everything's made in China.
So?
I mean, we don't want lead in our products. Therefore, if it messes up...
What, you think if the products are made in America, they're not going to contain lead?
No, it'll just contain...
arsenic.
No, not arsenic. I mean, come on.
Mercury.
Have a little bit more imagination. Yeah, maybe methyl mercury or something. But, at least it'll be more advanced than just lead. I mean, come on.
Nah, I
don't
think...
all of our poisons in America are organic, right? We like locally grown organic poisons. We don't like
Roundup.
Yeah, we don't like any of that metal and inorganic type of poison.
Those toxic metals.
Yeah, we don't like toxic metals. We only like organic, locally grown poisons. I'm telling you.
Yeah. That's why most of your products are made in China. But China have been making a real big effort to clean up their act, though. Like a lot of corporations have said, hey, look, if we're going to keep doing business over here, you need to clean up your act, which is fair enough.
They just wear nicer suits?
No, be more environmentally friendly.
They were hemp-grown suits.
Yeah, like putting suicide nets around buildings to stop employees from committing suicide.
That's the way to clean up. I mean, who wants all that blood splattered on the street? You
Exactly.
want to make sure they get caught.
I mean, who would want a life of living where you work and that's all you do?
Yeah, who wants to work 7 days a week? 40-hour work weeks and stuff like that. 80-hour work.
40 hours. That's like a walk in the park for the Chinese slums, mate.
Well, no, you got to do the time exchange. The numbers are different from Chinese.
You're probably looking like 17-hour days in China.
Yeah, 17-hour days equals 8 hours in U.S. metrics.
Especially the company that makes the components to iPhones and stuff.
Well, that's why we need more companies
Foxconn?
like Apple. So
Foxconn, I think it's called.
Yeah, Foxconn.
Yeah, they're the company that put suicide nets around their building.
Yeah, they did something clean up their mess.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, just like American companies, we have the internet. We put nets up around all our frequencies, so no one suicides over their internet speeds. I mean, that's that's a good thing.
Well, you put it that the government's put a wide net over the internet.
Well, that's why you have nets, so no no one falls to their death in the digital world.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what was I looking for?
Fuck, dude. But even still, like China has tried to clean up its act. I mean, it did some pretty fucked up shit during the Olympics of 2008. You know, demolishing slums and shit like that. But and moving on homeless people and that. But I mean, overall, they're trying to. I think they've come to the realization that the old practice of just dump it in an ocean, in a river, or in landfill, you know, toxic metals and shit like that in landfill is not going to cut it anymore.
Well, that's because if they dump it in the rivers or in the ocean, their workers die, and then they won't need those safety nets of suicide. So, I mean, what's the point of having suicide safety nets if you're going to just poison all your workers to death? Therefore, you got to...
They've got plenty of workers anyway. What are they, 1.3 billion people?
Well, they need them working. They can't just be suiciding all day. And they can't be killed by poisons off in the water supply when they're taking a bath in the river.
Mm.
That's why you gotta clean up and make sure you pour your poison in like a landfill or something, or into the toys that you send over to the U.S. You know, get out of their work system and make sure that then their workers die from poisonous deaths, and they can't die from suicide either. They figured it all out.
Oh yeah, that's how the Chinese work, my friend.
That's how everything works.
Mm.
Like,
and India is worse than China anyway, so I don't know what we're talking about. India is fucking horrible.
Well, that's because the Pacific Ocean is west of India.
No, shut up. It's actually south, but anyway.
Oh man, you're looking at it from an odd angle again.
So, but yeah, it's... I don't know.
I know, because you don't know your directions to the oceans that are like right next to you. If you don't know that, you don't know anything. I'm telling you, Ryan. Yeah, this world is backwards. So maybe Pacific Ocean is east. Now you're making me think.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just fucked. The world's just fucked, and it's...
You know, maybe the world's just great, you know? And if we don't do the things that we're doing now, it'll just be worse. I mean, that's why we need war. We need the homeless who aren't working to get back to work, or they just should die off. And we need the banks in control, because if the banks didn't control anything, you just have a lot of bounced paychecks from your company, and you don't want a bounced paycheck because how are you going to feed yourself?
Exactly.
Yeah, and we need poisons in our food because you know what doesn't kill us makes us stronger. So therefore, all this poison is actually making us stronger. And then
it's still killing people.
That's because they didn't take enough poison. Because
And no matter what, it's still killing people.
see, they gotta make sure that they're strong enough so they don't die. So I'm just kidding.
Oh, I know.
I'm doing everything backwards. But so let's talk about football. Sounds good. Not
basketball.
Not the wussy Australian / European.
Cut it out. We don't even wear fucking padding, dude.
Yeah, I know, because you guys don't hit hard enough to need padding.
Are you kidding me?
I mean,
are you kidding me?
That's why Americans wear padding in their football, because I mean we have so much power.
When was the last
even
time
our quarterbacks
when was the last time an NFL player was suspended for 8 weeks for punching someone in the face?
Yeah, because you know how strong American football players are.
Because they're wearing helmets, you dickhead.
No, those helmets.
They're pussies.
No,
they're pussies, mate. Pussies. Only pussies wear armor. Yeah, that's
No,
right.
It's to protect the other people from getting hurt.
Yeah, sure. Fuck off.
Look, if someone try to punch,
Ooh, I might clash heads with someone.
yeah, if you punch a guy in a helmet,
Ooh.
you're gonna not hurt yourself as much.
You're gonna fucking bust your knuckles.
No, because it's just made out of cushioned padding and plastic.
No, it's
But if you
plastic.
punch someone in their skull, you know how hard that skull is. You're gonna break your hand.
Punched him in the mouth, mate. Didn't punch him in the head.
Yeah. Have you seen some of these like incisors?
Fucking broke his jaw.
Like if you did an uppercut on someone's teeth, you're gonna like get a gash down your like knuckle.
Dude, if I could show you AFL players from the 80s, there's players that don't have their front teeth.
I know they
Because
should
they get knocked out.
They should be wearing
Yeah, but that's the 80s, dude. That's the 80s. 80s, dude. Fucking the NFL brutality's got nothing on the AFL brutality. I can show you dudes just walking up and punching people in the face. You know, just walk up and just go bang, and the fucking guy just boop, over he goes.
Yeah, what kind of sport is that? I mean, might as well just
It's fucking
boxing.
brutal.
It's not
brutal.
even a sport. It's just whatever rules.
Yes, it is.
I mean, what kind of a sport has whatever rules?
Yes,
What
it
is
is.
It's like
It's a sport. It's like ice hockey. You trying to say ice
yeah.
hockey's not a sport?
Yeah, of course, because it's not in America.
Ice hockey's a pussy sport compared to AFL.
Yeah, because they're allowed to punch people. I mean, what kind of sport allows punching? Unless it's boxing and MMA.
Fighting.
Fighting.
Like on South Park, fighting around the world with Russell Crowe.
No. Yeah, I mean, Australians. I mean, the reason you guys got no teeth is you guys are all descended from Brits anyway.
Can talk America.
What? American is the best English-speaking American ever.
Oh, so their selection criteria when they fucking fled England through persecution was to say straight tooth, yes.
Oh, yeah. Who defeated
Crooked
England?
tooth, no.
Did
Straight
Australia
tooth, yes.
defeat England? No. Did America defeat England?
We did.
Yes.
But we didn't have a war with England.
I know, because you guys
We
are too
didn't.
scared to even go to war with England.
But we didn't see the point on fighting
Because you
England.
guys would lose, because you guys are so scared of England. But America, we weren't scared at all.
You were fighting England before we were even discovered.
I know. That's
So-
how brave Americans are. That's why we wear padding in our sports to protect the other people. I mean, we protect the spectators by wearing all this padding because they don't want to see all the bloody.
Heard you
bloody
talk
gore.
shit. You talk so much shit. Protect spectators by wearing what? The best part about AFL football is when someone cleans another player up. That's the best part about it.
Yeah, because it's very nice to clean up other people's mess. You know, that's what Americans do. We clean up people's
So,
messes. And so,
But
you know,
yeah,
it's nice
but we-
that
we-
Australians can do that every once in a while.
I mean, whoa.
Oh, you're
That's the
getting a
phone.
call. All right. Again, our number is 1-800-244 Down Under. Caller, you're on the air. I always wanted to say that. Oh boy.
Just polling, because we've got a state election coming up next month. So they're doing some polling, and I don't do polling because I don't really want to vote for anybody.
I don't like polling because, you know, my fingers don't fit in the holes very well.
You're not on fire tonight, dude. Is he, Eric?
Huh?
He's not on fire tonight, is he?
Who, me?
No, Evan. He's cracking all these really bad dad
What are
jokes
you
that only
talking
his
about?
daughter would laugh at.
You're laughing. You're cracking up over there.
I'm laughing at the stupidity, dude. I'm laughing at you, not with you.
Isn't that the only way to laugh?
I guess.
I mean, comedians when they're telling their jokes, they're not laughing at their own jokes. Other people are laughing at them, at the comedians. So yeah, I'm a normal comedian. People laugh at me. I'm not gonna laugh at my own jokes that I tell. Otherwise, you'd be laughing with me at my own jokes. And who laughs at their own jokes? Very narcissistic people.
Yeah. Well, you can be a top fan on Facebook now. What does top fan consist of? Having a badge on Facebook tells people something interesting about you. How about go get fucked? Fuck Facebook. If people went to another medium.
You mean like an Oracle of Delphi type of medium?
I don't know what that is, but sure. But another
medium? Never mind.
No, another social media medium. Like MeWe or whatever. The one that Shell was talking about last night.
Spreely?
Yeah. Got off fucking Facebook.
I love
corrupt
Facebook.
motherfuckers. No, you don't. Don't lie.
Do. I mean, Mark Zuckerberg.
I call him Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg.
He's
Mark
the greatest
Zuckerberg.
American
He's a
hero.
boy.
I mean, he defeated 2 English twins, right, to get his invention off the ground. I mean, nothing more American than that.
Yeah.
Zuckerberg's a soy boy.
Go and get fucked. A whole lot of them.
I mean, would you rather have the Winklevoss twins as the owners of Facebook?
The what?
Exactly.
I don't even use Facebook.
Never mind.
They can go and get fucked.
With the Winklevoss?
All of them.
Oh my goodness. I don't know. You know, I probably
They're
wouldn't
just
say that
as
on
bad.
air.
They're just as bad.
You know, I should name my son Chet.
No, you shouldn't. John Un is his name.
Who?
Your son's name is John Un. Kim Jong-un.
Is that the next heir?
Kim Jong-un is the current one, you fucking idiot. Kim Jong-un.
Oh. Does Kim Jong-un have a kid? Who's next in line?
No, I'm saying that's your kid's name.
He's my
John
son.
Un is your kid. Yeah. John Un. So
That
when he
that
goes
would
to
make
school,
me-
it'll be John Un Kim.
Then that would
because
make me
it's
ill.
around. Yeah, well, you are sick at the moment, so. Ba-doom.
Talk about
Yeah, got it. Here all night, taking requests. That's how you tell a dad joke, dude.
That was horrible. No one even laughed.
Bitch, please.
I couldn't even laugh at you. That's how bad it was. I mean, laugh with
Bitch, please.
you. Man, this has gone on for longer than I thought it would.
All right.
How long have we been going on for?
2 hours and 10 minutes? 11 minutes?
Well, that ain't too bad.
Well, all I wanted to do was announce that I was 132nd NPC. You know, making it official.
Old school.
Go to DuckDuckGo. Google's gonna hide it from you.
I'm pretty pissed off because I like Spyro and I don't want to spend $550.
Are you sure?
On the Nintendo Switch.
Are you sure you're spelling it
Probably
right?
not.
It doesn't have a P.
Yeah, and Spyro is probably like corrupted with
That's
NSA
SBARRO. Sparrow.
and CIA shit anyway.
No, type in SBARRO and you'll find what you're looking for.